Hello everyone, this is Sahid and I'm super glad to be back on board today. So today we are discussing about nurses, and the focus is on internationally educated nurses who are looking to migrate to Canada. So we're reviewing these based on the various opportunities that you can actually jump on to move to Canada, where almost every province is in need of a nurse. We'll be reviewing the foreign worker visa option as well, where you would be looking at a job offer to jump on that opportunity. Also, there are various financial assistance opportunities also to pursue your exam or even to process your credential evaluation and all of that you would require for your registration. So also we'll be looking at that on the front of permanent residency, quicker processing time, lower requirements, how you can move to Canada before you even write your NCLEX exam to kickstart your Canadian career. This would cover registration, licensing, job, permanent residency, and all. So let's get started with this. So getting started with opportunities at the federal level. So immigrate through express entry. So the application process for skilled immigrants who want to settle in Canada permanently. So in this one, this is just telling you how you would get started with your National Occupational Classification, which is called the NOC for nurses, which is the NOC 31301, which is referred to as the Registered Nurses and Registered Psychiatric Nurses. So in here, you would see the various examples of the job titles that nurses usually would have, and the various duties and job description for nurses. You would also see the employment requirements and additional information generally across various provinces that you would require. So you can review this. So looking further in terms of the job outlook for nurses in various provinces, the job outlook in most of the provinces really look very good, and really Canada-wide it is also looking fantastic. From the Newfoundland Labrador, it says that is very good, and very good being the best that it can be, looking at the ranking. So when you have a very good, so that is the best possible chance that you would have in any province, so followed by good and then moderate. So in Newfoundland, the opportunities for nurses are really very good, so it's really so bright in there. So moving on to Prince Edward Island, where you would see also it's very good over there, and scrolling further to Nova Scotia, really very good, and then to New Brunswick, which is good. That is a 4/5 in there for New Brunswick. For Quebec, it's also good, 4/5. I will keep going on and on to Ontario, which is very good. Moving further to the next one, and that is Manitoba, very good. And further away from there to Saskatchewan, it is equally very good. Alberta is 4/5, which is good. British Columbia 4/5, which is good as well. Yukon Territory is 5/5, which is very good. The Northwest Territory is 4/5, which is good. Nunavut is 4/5, which is good. Nunavut being the last one. So the outlook for jobs really look very, very good. So in terms of the federal opportunities, you can, apart from the general draws that hold, there are also category-based selection, which in this one, the category-based selections, you would have category-based rounds of invitation for nurses. So for this one, generally they're looking at health workers, which include nurses. So there are various categories anyway of the category-based draws. So, and you can see that for the healthcare occupations, which fall within the category-based, which there are other ones anyway as listed over there. The healthcare occupations, they really, to be eligible, they're looking at people who have accumulated in the past 3 years at least 6 months of full-time continuous work experience or an equal amount of part-time work experience in a single occupation. So in this case, we're looking at nursing. So, and also you must have met all the requirements in the instruction for that round of invitation. So you can see that under the occupations that they are selecting on this special draw, So you can see here the registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses, which is 31301. And that is what we're looking for. So moving to the ministerial instructions in terms of the invitations that have happened in the past couple of so you would see that July 5, 2024. So rather than you looking at a situation whereby in the general draw they will be looking at a 500 plus minimum score, that in this one, so having 445 being selected as the minimum score on this one. So the lowest ranked CRS score is 445. Moving on to check the previous one before that one was 422. Then this one would be 431 with 600 applications selected. So 463 again, you can see 476. So it goes on and on. So you would see that is slightly lower than what it is for the general selection or the general draw. So most of the general draws have been in the 500s. You can also see that if you're searching for jobs generally, the available jobs for registered nurses in Canada, there are several of those available right now. As of today, we've got 833 posted. And you would realize here that most of the jobs are based in British Columbia with 312 right now, followed by Ontario and then Quebec. So you can see the breakdown of the various jobs that we got there. So for those that are looking to move to Alberta, so you would see dedicated healthcare pathway. That is the pathway via which you can move to Alberta pretty much quickly and easily. So you would see registered nurses are one of those that they're choosing in their dedicated healthcare pathway. And so you can check out the details here, the eligibility requirements and all of that. So see them right here. So you must have a minimum CRS score of 300. And you can check out all the other details. So for the College of Registered Nurses of Alberta, so the requirements for internationally educated nurses, so you can see all those information here up until the time you would have to write your NCLEX exam, the English language proficiency, and all other information that you will see there. There is a special career page for international applicants, so you can check out that, find jobs that you can actually jump on even before you write your NCLEX exam in the province of Alberta, yeah. So, and generally also the Alberta Health Service, they've got their International Nurse Recruitment Initiative, which is where they're actually seeking to find experienced internationally educated nurse or nurses generally with a nursing bachelor's degree for current and future nursing positions across their province. So you can look at that one in here, so you would see that you would have to fill in this form, put in your details, and they will be getting back to you. Moving over swiftly to the British Columbia province, so which for their own migration for the PNP, BC PNP, so that one, you'll be looking at the priority healthcare occupations in BC. Which one of those is registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses? So you can check out the details of what you need to apply under the eligibility for skilled workers. So if you check the eligibility for skilled workers, you'll find those details there on what is required of you and how you can migrate to BC as a permanent resident. So also at BC, if you're a health professional, you may wish to contact the Health Match BC, who definitely would offer you free recruitment service and for you to find a job. They would help you find a job. And also they are announcing that the Health Match BC, that they're also redirecting somehow at some point to the BC healthcareers.ca. So the province of British Columbia is working to bring together healthcare recruitment services under the new name BC healthcareers.ca. So here they would be transitioning the Health Match BC to continue to offer these free recruitment information, services, and support via this website. So you can check the new website as well, where they would be doing that. But currently, if you're looking for jobs under the Health Match BC, so you would just change the profession to nurse, and you can just filter depending on what position, permanent, full-time role, and all of that, and you would find all the information you need. so for you to find the current jobs available. So, and this is the new website, the bclcareers.ca. So this is where everything will be moving over to, and you can find various opportunities in here for the province of British Columbia. So, and in British Columbia, there are several health authorities in there. So you can see from the provincial health to the First Nations to Providence, Northern, Interior, Vancouver, Coastal, Highland, Fraser Health, and all that. So you would see all the various health authorities where you can actually secure jobs. And the BCCNM, this which is the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives. So they've got their own section as well for internationally educated nurses. So the application requirement, you can see all the necessary information under this column and see the registration process and costs. They've equally got bursaries, they've got financial support through bursaries that they're giving to people who are looking to move to British Columbia province. So the financial support and bursaries for you to process and do everything that you're looking at the BCCNM. So you can check out all the details of everything, your internationally educated nurse bursary program, and you would find out how much you're eligible to receive and the waivers and all of that, eligibility criteria. See all those details right here. And also the navigation service, which is support for internationally educated nurses. So you can see those information here as well and see what you're eligible to get in terms of support. Now to Manitoba. So Manitoba in demand occupations, they are really a long list. So the health occupations, which is where the focus should be for us, registered nurses and registered psychiatric nurses, 31301 is in there. And for that one in Manitoba, you would also see there is an internationally educated nurses of Manitoba project where they're looking to also assist financially people who are looking to migrate to Manitoba. So you would have an application form that you would need to complete separately, and that is something that you would need to look at to see exactly what is required of you to move to Manitoba. Also, Manitoba Internationally Educated Program intake form, so which is the form that you would need to complete together. They use that to gather all the information that they use to offer support navigating your licensure pathway to Manitoba, and that is this form you would have to complete and send it over for them to review and know your next steps. Our Career Manitoba, they're equally supporting internationally educated nurses who are looking to migrate to Manitoba. You would see all the processes here. So if you're an internationally educated nurse seeking information opportunity to move to Manitoba, you find all those information on their Our Career Manitoba page. So go visit that. Swiftly on to Ontario, the human capital priority stream. So for nurses as well, you can go on this one and see the other occupations that they are prioritized in Ontario, which in there you would also find that nurses are one of those. So you would see that registered nurses and psychiatric nurses, 31301 is in there for you to move permanently to Ontario, find out other information in terms of the College of Nurses of Ontario. If you're applying from outside of Canada, find out all the information that you require here, and you will see that as it's said to be the registration requirements. For the Registered Nurses Canadian Competency Assessment Program, you will find all the information right here and see what you need to do and the entire process and how they would be supporting you. So Ontario Health Career Opportunities is where you can find plenty of jobs in the province of Ontario and see the jobs you can jump on as quickly as possible even before you do write your exam. So also you can check out the Public Health Ontario to find out jobs that are currently also available in there. Over to Saskatchewan, the International Healthcare Workers EOI pool. That is where you would be looking at the various jobs that are available, and that is where you will be looking at the SINP, which is the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nominee Program, where they invite international skilled workers to their province to migrate to Saskatchewan permanently. So, and in that one, you also have the newly launched Health Talent Pathway, where they're looking to recruit people that have got health related background to move to Saskatchewan, which is focused on healthcare workers generally. So you would see all the eligibility requirements and criteria in here, and you would see that nurses, registered nurses, and registered psychiatric nurses are one of those they're looking to help to migrate to their province. So on the College of Registered Nurses of Saskatchewan, you'll find out information there on internationally educated and licensed nurses. So you'll see all the information of what you do require to migrate to Saskatchewan in there. And for those searching for job in Saskatchewan, so go on to the Saskatchewan Health Authority career page, and you will find the various jobs on their health careers in Sask, and that is where you will see the various jobs currently available for nurses in Saskatchewan. So moving on to the Atlantics, where you would be looking at the Atlantic Immigration Program, which is serving all the 4 Atlantic provinces in Canada: New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. So looking at them one after the other, so this is New Brunswick, and the international applicants, you can see what you need to do if you're moving to New Brunswick on this page. And also the New Brunswick health jobs, you can find the various jobs that you're looking for as a registered nurse in here. Nova Scotia College of Nursing, this is to tell you what exactly you need to do for international nurses that are not currently licensed in Canada. This is the entire process and what you would have to follow. They're also giving some concession to some countries, including those that have been licensed to work as nurses in Philippines, Nigeria, India, US, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. So check out those details. And the various opportunities in Nova Scotia Health Authority, you can find those here as well. Newfoundland and Labrador College of Registered Nurses, this is the page for internationally educated nurse, and see all the information that you would require for you to move over to that province of Newfoundland, Labrador. There are also various designated countries pathways, including India, Philippines, Nigeria, and Hong Kong. So you can check out those details there. And the licensure pathways for nurses also in Newfoundland, Labrador, you can find that in the Walking Health Newfoundland.ca. And for the Walking Newfoundland, you can also find all the various incentives that they're giving to people to migrate to their province. Sign-on bonuses, you would find also the family care team incentives and other incentives that are available to healthcare workers to work in the province of Newfoundland, Labrador. In Prince Edward Island, if you're seeking to move in there, then you would see this page that says seeking registration. Check out those information there. Nursing in PEI, which is Prince Edward Island. If you want to look for jobs in Prince Edward Island, you would have to visit the Health Jobs PEI, and that is where you can check the current opportunities that they've got on the island. Quebec province, so this you would be reviewing the regular skilled worker program, the RSWP. In this one, especially if you also speak French, this is a very good place to migrate to in Canada. So for all the francophones, so Quebec is a very good one for you. And to become a nurse in Quebec, you would have to get on this page, which is the page for registered nurses in Quebec. And you find out the details of what you need to do there. And to find a job in Quebec as well, go on to the Quebec.ca government website and see finding a job in the health and social services, and you would see how you can join up with the Quebec health authorities. Over to Yukon, which is one of the territories. So you can see immigrate to Yukon, and you will see the workers eligibility for the Yukon territory. Find out all the employers eligibility as well, securing a job, and those details there. Yukon Registered Nurses Association, that is where you will get information regarding internationally educated nurses and how you can migrate to the Yukon territory. And the various Yukon hospitals have got their jobs also being advertised there. Various cities, Whitehorse, Dawson City, Watson Lake and all of that. So check out the careers and volunteer positions there. Nunavut. So if you're looking to immigrate to this territory, you would have to check this page, and that is for you to be able to migrate there as a permanent resident. And also the College and Association of Nurses in the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. So you can check out that as well as applicants that are internationally educated nurses. So for internationally educated nurses, so you would have to check out this page to see all the information that you would require, including the English proficiency and all of that. The various jobs are equally advertised here on the job listing, so you can check that out on the Nunavut territory. Northwest Territory Nominee Program. This is the page to check out for permanent residency moving to the Northwest Territory of Canada. And for the College of Nurses, it is the same as in Nunavut, so just check it out and see what you need to do and move it on swiftly from there. And finally, the various opportunities that are available in the Northwest Territory. So you can check that in here. So where it says the current opportunities that are available for nurses in the Northwest Territory of Canada. So check out all those details. And so with that, we have come to the end of the review of the various opportunities for internationally educated nurses to move to Canada, looking at the various opportunities ranging from job offer to permanent residency to work visa and all of that. So how you can secure a job even in the various provinces at federal level with the category-based opportunities and draws that are happening at the federal level as well. So all of these various opportunities, how you can migrate to Canada without even having written your NCLEX exam. Like and share our videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the all important notification so you have all our latest videos as we do release them. And we'll draw the curtains in here. So you can always leave your questions and comments. So we're super excited to go through all of those, and I'll catch you some other time again. See you and bye-bye.